Morning Stars and Ocean High readings. So, another stream into a pick a card read. This is for health and body. I got my water over here, gonna hydrate. These little bunnies are up too, so hopefully they'll be chill. We have three options. We have lithium quartz, lava stone, and tiger's eye. This is yellow tiger's eye. Comes in different varieties. Excuse me. So go ahead and pick your pile, and we'll get into your read over here. All right, we're going to start with lithium quartz. If you chose lithium quartz, let's see what your messages are for your health and body. We have 9 of Swords right off the back. So lithium quartz is actually good with healing things that have been in our subconscious, our mental health, connecting with self-love. Of course, it's an additive to those things to help. And here with 9 of Swords, it shows that there has been some stress of mind, okay, going on. We also have the energy of things in the head, which includes the mind, the brain, the sinuses. With Aries here, let's see, we've got water energy, again, a lot connected with the head, how we see ourselves physically also is coming up. Calcite, calmness, calcite crystals. Calcites are very good with healing whatever like energy sector their color corresponds with. And it's funny that it has it with water because on my other channel I had for a while here on YouTube, I had said where I had gridded my bathtub with crystals, hashtag Pisces, and I noticed that when I held green calcite, it helped me like clear out my sinuses when I was bathing with it. So they help with different things. So definitely there could be the need to hydrate, to drink more water in this group. But the mental, emotional health is very, very important. We also have strong fire here. When Aries comes up, we need to take care for burns, head injuries, ignoring when our body is giving us signs of illness, and working with our anger. Are we internalizing it, which turns into depression or frustration? What are we doing with that? So definitely a lot of emotional and mental things to communicate in this group in order to help your body and your physical health be at its optimal. Okay, so that's probably why it's saying it's kind of says all chakras here. It's kind of tangles up everything in the body, or it can bring a calmness to everywhere in the body. But I would say for sure with this energy of Aries, if you've bumped your head, if you're like, oh, this is no big deal, something that you're dealing with, this could say, hey, go and get it checked out. Because you might feel like, oh, this is no big deal. And then you're like, oh, wow, I did actually fracture my finger. Or this burn's more serious than I thought. I've been having migraines, but I was ignoring them. And they actually are showing me something about my body, something that's out of balance or something that's going on. So you do want to make sure to pay attention to that with in this group, okay? With the water here, this makes insists that we make sure that our fluids in our body are taken care of, okay? Although it can be gross, y'all, our fluids tell us a lot in our body, right? So when you go to the restroom, you can tell, contrary to how cartoons and everything color it, you shouldn't be seeing yellow when you go to the restroom, right? It should be coming out a little clear. So things like that, as much as we want to ignore our human form, can tell us, okay, am I dehydrated? Am I drinking too much energy drink, coffee, soda, whatever? Because I can look right here and see, things ain't coming out as clear as they should be. Also with blood, this says pay attention to your blood. Do you eat for the health of your blood? Whether it's eating for your blood type, making sure you have enough iron. Are you anemic? Are you diabetic? Do you make sure to caretake so that you're in your best health? Do you watch to make sure you're not pushing yourself over the borderlines or things of that nature? This can even say, do you take risks with your blood? Okay, with what you put into your blood, okay, because that could be a thing as well. So I feel like with this group also there's the energy of avoiding healthcare. So props to you for getting this reading. You might be a little nervous. You might be like, ooh, I don't go to the doctor. I don't want to hear about it. We have Taurus card reversed, and Taurus is the physical body. Actually, these three signs here, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, are the personal, sorry, y'all, they're being super loud, are the three personal signs in the first quadrant in astrology, okay? So it really connects with our physical form, our mind, our body, our self here. So this could say that you've had things that you're uncomfortable about, but you're more uncomfortable going to maybe a healthcare practitioner about it and seeing what's going on. This does say to go to a different doctor, okay? If you have been, this is saying don't feel like you have to do things how the family did. So if the family had a family doctor, but you never felt heard or seen from them, this is saying definitely changing doctors, okay? So sit with that, how that feels about you. But there might definitely be time to get a second opinion. If you're like, no, I have been trying to go with my instinct, or I have been trying to get help in these areas. However, they say, oh no, you're fine. Because we have water energy, they tend to say, oh no, you're fine. Um, I've had that where they don't diagnose you correctly on something because they're like, oh, well, you seem so calm, right? You seem so nice. And it's like, unless I get big and mad and scary or whatever, they say, oh, you're fine. You don't seem like you're in pain, right? So be careful for that. It's saying that can be a mind trick for you. And you could feel like you have to, unless I'm in supreme pain on the ground, emergency, that my illness, my cares for my body aren't, oh my gosh, aren't valid, but that's not true, okay? So this is really wanting you to take care of yourself in that way. You might have to very strongly be your own advocate. However, it is important that just because you're calm or chill or whatever, or maybe you feel a little meek when you go into the hospital or wherever you go to your doctor's office or a practitioner, um, you might feel a little bit different. Your personality might be feeling a little different when you go in there. So this is saying don't be afraid to take, an intense approach and make sure that you are heard. And Aries is the start of things. So don't be afraid to go right as soon as you say, wait a minute, I don't break out like this. Why do I have this rash on my arm? You don't have to wait till your arm falls off, okay? Go ahead and take yourself in to a trusted doctor. And this is saying go ahead and allow yourself to search if you're not getting the support system you need for your mental, emotional, or physical body health care, okay? Um, this is also saying with the Hierophant reverse, it's important that you don't let familial patterns, so for family patterns, and societal patterns dictate what your health is, okay? So for instance, maybe there's some trending toxic food that all the mukbangers are, munching up. That don't mean you got to put it in your body, honey, okay? There's also the energy here that sometimes we can say, oh, well, everybody in my body, or everyone in my family, look, in my body, I said it, everyone in my family, this is how their body is. So, yep, that'll probably happen to me. I'll probably get this sickness. I'll probably, my body's going to just fall over by the time I'm 44, whatever. They said, look, not going to work for you. That is not how you want to speak upon yourself. Take care of yourself. See yourself in a good way. Treat yourself in a good way. Okay. Don't really foresee all of those kind of things happening to yourself. And also take the steps to make sure that the spiral and the cycle doesn't continue. Okay. You can respect blood without having to internalize the traumas. Okay. So some of you with all this passive energy here, you could be the ones, I call it karma eating, where you take on the pains, the sufferings, but also the karma and the consequences of other people's energy around you, right? Especially if you're water sign. Water signs really do that from a young age. And then you're like, dang, yeah, I even look back and I see that I got the illnesses that they should have got when they were running around. Like I stayed home was fine. I didn't even come in contact with them, but they ran out and did this, and then somehow I got sick, right? So there's energetic illness as well that we can pick up. So this is saying, really work with cutting cords with yourself like that, with your subconscious and your conscious mind, that you don't have to take something in and say, well, someone in the family is going to get XYZ major disease, so it'll be me, I'll do, right? Or those kind of things, okay? And this can also say, watch your habits. It's time to cut clean. This is saying cold turkey to me. Cold turkey with your habits. So if you're saying, well, oh well, everybody else in the family smoked. Everyone else in the family, is eating this way and has this kind of blood pressure. They said cold turkey right now. Let's go. Right? They say if you need some help, go ahead, get your emotional mental services together. All right. If that's gonna help you get through things. But for those who have been saying, okay, I'm just going to go into this kind of addictive behavior or bad habits because, oh, well, about my health, or, it's just the way it is, whatever this is, they're saying, hey, it's time to clean it up because this is a fiery climax approaches, we don't want to see what that's going to be like, okay? We do not want all of a sudden to hit that wall. 'Cause, Aries will do it with the bang. So you want to take care of yourself in that way, okay? There is some Libra Aries energy here as well. Um, let's see. For Libra connects with the butt. So you might pay attention to things of the butt. Okay, look, bodies, like I said, weird, gross. Sometimes we're gonna talk about it. One, with all this mental pressure and this Venus energy here, this competition energy, I feel like let's get healthy first before, for those who are kind of obsessed with surgeries, this and injections, that, and all that kind of stuff. Your body's like, can I live first? Can you get used to just how I am first before we go to try to augment this, and that? Okay, so consider that. Um, yeah, like let it not be through some kind of competition or kind of attention thing that you want to change something about you. It needs to be rooted. This is saying there's no rooted relationship with your physical body in the way that it should be. So start there and then see, once you actually know yourself and appreciate yourself, what you might want to change or do, okay? But let it not be a rash, quick decision out of some attention grab, whether it's reducing this, amplifying this, moving this. Okay, that's important here. Messages from your body and health. Another thing can say, just like we talked about when we said watch what's going on with the restroom. This could say to take care of your stool tells you a lot. Oh my gosh, bunnies! When I do reading time, it's not get loud time. They always think this up. They say, "Ooh, bunny, what are you doing?" Um, but checking your stool tells you a lot about what's going on in your body too. So, when you see, oh, okay, or you just knowing when you go into the restroom, that was a little difficult, or that was a lot, okay? Look, I ain't trying to say all your business here, look. But it tells you about your body. So you know if you need to eat some more fiber, know if you need to hit them greens, okay? Know what works and doesn't work for your body. Because your body's going to say, don't put that in me again. You're going to suffer. Or, oh, I like that. I'm flowing nice and healthy today, okay? So that's, just further really saying that I feel like you guys get some energy blockages in your body, and those can be the roots of discomfort, pain, and illness. So you really want to work on that. Again, it definitely helps if you get external support systems for your physical body. Um, and again, it's not in a social way. Not saying, oh, so everyone has to think I'm attractive and then helps with it. No, it's not what I'm saying. Okay, I feel like a lot of vanity here. It's more saying get health care providers you trust that you can talk with, and then that is going to help you a lot with your mental emotional health with how you're looking at your physical body. Okay, um, I think that games with vanity and competition and stuff are actually what jack you up, point blank serious. I think it makes you internalize a lot of pain, negative thoughts, a lot of dis-ease with yourself, and that really sets off a lot of themes of either not taking care of yourself or just manifesting energy bodies. You guys are very sensitive, very, very sensitive to, energies, and that either making or breaking your health, okay? So let's use this kind of fiery, tough side that you have to protect your body. And who cares what everyone else's opinion is about it? And focus on getting yourself healthy. And then when you're in a truly healthy state, you can decide if you even want to change or, add to anything else going on with your style or your body or form, okay? So those are the messages. I feel like I can keep going on and on because I think there's a lot kind of spiritually and mentally to work through here. But set yourself up with your healthy mind, body, soul, literally practitioners, and I think that you'll be on a good path, okay? All right. Bunnies. If you chose a lava stone, hit the like, join the chat, please. Or join the chat. I'm live, but you can't chat. Join the comments. That's what I need to say. What's going on with your bodies? Let's go ahead and check your cards here. We have hematite. So when I'm filming this, it's about to be Mercury retrograde. So hematite is a great crystal for that. It's good for the mind and for the root. Okay, grounding us. You got full moon. We actually just hit new moon. So around the time of Mercury retrograde, if you're watching this in current time, although it is timeless, Mercury retrograde and the full moon are going to be around the same time. What do you need to release? the waning moon. So we got the full moon and the waning after. Yep, it's all about release. Knight of Cups and Page of Wands. What's going on with your physical body? Well, we got a lot coming up about emotions, mental health, and needing to ground. That was in the past group too. So, a lot of high emotional energies. It makes sense though, because I think a lot of how people are, our thought processes and our high emotions are how we're very much controlled, um, by all of the the powers that be. So, oh my gosh, here she goes. But no, for real, like they know our moment to moment thought, all these algorithms, all of these, and if they keep us, like we know that they intentionally, with the beauty industry and the pharmaceutical industry, they intentionally keep us needing those services, you know what I mean? And they do that by trying to program our mind a certain way and by getting emotional responses. If they make everyone feel like shitty, low self-esteem, we're going to go buy them beauty products, you know what I mean? So I feel like for you guys, your body is like, okay, I'm ready to set a new trend. I'm ready to, this is mental strength, okay? And it's saying, what do you need to release? This is saying, I feel like you guys are coming because you are like, hey, I'm woke. I'm really conscious. I'm looking at this matrix. Like, yeah, I don't want to be fooled. I want to be wise. I want to take care of my mind and my spirit and my body. So look, what do I need to do? So I really appreciate that. So, and we have 53 here, which could be blocks in social energies. Okay. So I think here it's not about closing everyone off and being fearful and feeling like you can't enjoy yourself and you can't do it, you can't eat anything, you can't do anything to take care of your health, and you can't trust anyone. I feel like it's about releasing where it doesn't work. Okay. And trusting your discernment to come in, right? The third eye is weeping here. I think one thing that can be difficult for you guys when it comes to your physical form is that a lot of things aren't necessarily good for your physical body. So you might feel like, well, how can I enjoy? I would love to go out and enjoy the world, but here's some pollution, here's some toxins, you know what I mean? So you guys might get very overwhelmed by things. And I do think you guys are environmentally very affected. What you feel in the water, the air, your surroundings. I do think that's something that weighs on you a lot. Metals. You might be like, okay, they think I'm bougie, but seriously, I can't be drinking that tap water because I can feel my body's different. I totally understand that we're in a place where the city we're in, we cannot drink that tap water. And if sometimes you try, okay, we're really out of water, the store's closed, the weather's bad, let me just take a drink, you will feel sick. Like, no, don't drink that water. So I think that you guys, some of you might even be out here protecting and defending and standing up for these things, the rights of people's bodies and the rights of the earth. Thank you so much. Yes. Um, but it's saying, okay, what we don't want to do is close down so that you feel like you have no support for your body, you have no support for your health. You want to be able to know what are the right avenues for yourself. And I think that's what's important right now. You're kind of seeking and searching. So it's good that you're taking this initiative. You might have cold turkey said, you know what, this isn't working for me. I'm going to stop it. However, make sure that you do have what you need. So for instance, let's say you're like, oh my gosh, I just realized that all of these companies with vitamins, they put some junk in here. I'm going to stop that. Okay, that's great. That's so great. And if you're saying, hey, I don't support the morals of this and everything, but also we need to remember, okay, how are you going to get your vitamins now? You know what I mean? So that's the kind of energy that your spirit and your body are really talking about. Like, good job. Thank you for standing up for your morals. Thank you for paying attention and not just, trying to gaslight everyone into just, in yourself, into just trusting BS in BS medical, whatever, hysteria or, those kind of things. You want to have your own minds. You want to have good dialogue with your healthcare practitioners. You want to do all of those things. That's really good. That's a big step in self-care. But now, how can you find the right support system for your body and health? How can you find those, the healthy foods that, this is saying a little journey here. I think you guys would do good setting yourselves up on some farm to fresh where you go and you can even meet those farmers. Okay, you know what's going into that land. You can survey. Okay, there's no factories around here. There's even an urban. What are you doing? Sorry, y'all. So even in urban settings, there's more and more often. services that you can get that will deliver farm fresh food and everything. So things like that I think are really important to yourself. To give yourself um, a big, intense, like, you know, influx of all the healthy things that you need. All right. Now, if you're in the situation where you say, well, I can't move yet, like that's my flow and that's what I'm planning, but I can't move out of certain environmental factors. We don't really have resources here. We don't really have trustworthy health systems where I'm at. We don't have as much access to, fresh fruits and vegetables and vitamins, right? We know intentionally some places they create food droughts. This is saying do the best with what you can. What do you need to release? What can you release right now? Sometimes when we feel like, well, I can't make the changes I want, or I can't do it all right now, we kind of lapse back and just say, kind of screw it all. They want you to, like, anything that is different. If you can get a filter for your water, if you can get, there's those few little organic fruits and vegetables you can get from that street vendor, okay? Whatever it is, they're saying lean into those things and just continue to search and know that you're helping to shift that vibration. Trust and believe. That's what it takes before whole cities suddenly start getting with the swag, okay? For sure. Having been born in the Midwest and raised in California, coming back to the Midwest, some of the stuff that was implemented trying to shift consciousness and stuff, it's taken. Look, it still ain't worked all the way, but you do see people like actually eating some healthy food and actually talking about spiritual things and stuff of that nature, right? So it takes those people who shift it. So if you're the only one in your area, just think of it that way. I am helping not only myself, because this is your mental strength here, but I'm also helping set a precedent and kind of stir up the consciousness that, hey, we should have healthy things in this area. We should have, doctors who are safe for everybody. We should have holistic practitioners. I do feel like with this group, you guys are kind of like have that pioneer energy. So you might even be the ones that say, hey, we should have respectful credentials allowed. Maybe let's say your county doesn't really allow holistic practitioners there. You could be the one that's like, hey, we need to change this. All in favor. So I do feel like you guys have a passion for things when it comes to health that could really develop. Sometimes you can get overwhelmed emotionally for sure, but you're smart, okay? You're smart, and I feel like the things that you're passionate about, you can make these things happen in your community, whether it's healthy restaurants or community centers that teach people about their body or whatever it is. So start with yourself. Okay, but also realize that you probably get more inspired when you interact externally, because that's where you're very overwhelmed with your environment. So the more that you can encourage those things, seek those things out, see what everyone else is already doing in your community that really encourages the body, physical form, nutritions and vitamins and stuff. That is when your mental health does better. You need a little bit of action, and you need to feel like you're contributing to and deciding to have a positive, healthy lifestyle. When you do that, you feel great about yourself, and you feel more like just alive and connecting with your community around, right? This can also say that being in a place that connects, you connect with the astral location, meaning the astrology of the place is harmonious to your chart instead of counter to it, will make you more easily thrive. I know for a fact there's certain cities that I'm healthier in. I literally don't have to do a dang thing. My weight will balance itself, my skin flourishes, my hair is just more in harmony with me. And I can go there for 2 weeks and get more health gains than a year somewhere else. It's just the way the energy works. It's like we understand each other. I naturally sync up with the vibe of that city. So you guys could definitely be like that. So they're jumping and playing everywhere, y'all. So consider these things. Think environmentally. This could also say, for your environment, maybe you need to get, if you can, get air purifiers, again, water filters, things of that nature to make your plants, okay? Plants, maybe have your own indoor garden, grow your own food. Things like that can really, really help you, okay? But it does say your mental health is getting stronger. So if you've been on that journey, like, well done. Yeah, and your emotional stuff is very strong. I also think you guys benefit by being close to water. Whenever you honor the water, of course, stay hydrated here, but there's something about being around water as well, and being around all the elements that really benefits you. Okay, so that's what I see for that pile. Lava stone. All right, if you chose Tiger's Eye, I'm sorry that the bunnies are so loud, y'all. This is their thing lately that if I'm up talking, they want to they want to tear around and get into everything. They're in like their official part of the room, which is like a huge side of the room that's all for them when they're not like free roaming, but they're they're being loud. Okay, they're jumping all around and doing all this. All right, pile three. So, what is your body and health messages? What are your body and health messages? We have labradorite, psychic ability, third eye. Okay, all right, shining with that lapis right there too. We got the gold tones of the tiger's eye. We have the lean. Have faith in your dreams. You got some very mystical things going on here. The Two of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, y'all don't be reckless with your health just because you know you can get it back. All right, you guys are that group that you bounce back. You really do. So you look. If we could say balls to the wall, y'all tend to say, "Well, if it's my time, it's my time." Okay, um, and that might be drinking a soda, or that might be okay road raging. I don't know what it is. So I feel like y'all can be very risky. You're like, psychically, I would know if it was my time on this earth, right? Knight of Wands reverse is reckless. Reckless. You said, well, did it kill me though? Okay, try it again. Y'all just trying to do, and you might feel like I want to live. Well, I want to live, so I'm gonna eat these chocolate covered, spice covered bugs. I'm about to, he said, ew. I'm about to go off this roller coaster with no seatbelt. I don't know what y'all are trying to do out here, but and listen, look, y'all the group that have the tired spiritual guidance over here. Okay, your spirit crew said, tell them to calm down. You might say, what? I'm a homebody. Maybe you're taking other risks, okay? Maybe you don't take care of your health when you're supposed to. Maybe you're trying to eat things or ingest things or something like that that's not good for your health, okay? Maybe you're trying to be with some scraggly so-and-sos who don't take care of their health and then you mix your health with their health. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of ways we can low-key, calmly get into mischief and take risks, okay? So here, this is saying, have faith in your dreams. I do feel like you guys are supposed to have longevity. So all of this, oh, live fast, die young. Okay, we're done with that. Okay, you're supposed to get old. Um, which means your spirit crew, they need to save their energies, okay? Because you're going to be a lot of work late into your late age, honey, okay? You can be ornery and burning around. Oh, it just made me think of Betty White, and I just saw she passed. Rest in peace to Betty White. I didn't know. I didn't know that she passed. So referencing that, but um, yes, we got 21. This one 22, 23. So I don't know. It's almost like your years come in strange orders. You guys could have Capricorn in your chart. There's strong Sagittarius and Capricorn. Sagittarius is one of those signs that stay youthful, and I mean until they pass and then beyond. They'll come back as an ornery spirit and still be teasing everyone and joking around. And then Capricorn, I mentioned before, is the Benjamin Button sign. They tend to loosen up and get more youthful as they get older. And then they want to do all the dangerous stuff. They're like, I'm 70 now, I'll ride a motorcycle. So, I feel like you guys can be all or nothing, both in either really protecting yourself and being like, I'm super calm, I'm super peaceful, I'm super meditative. But then when you're going to be reckless, you're hardcore reckless. Again, even if it seems like a small little quiet thing you did, you're being big reckless. So here, just a little bit more balance would be good. A little bit more balance. You guys might actually be able to tell in your physical form if you can't have balance with your physical body. It could show that it's time for you to weight train. I do think muscle strengthening, cardio, and fitness is coming up more in this group than it did in the other group. The other groups kind of had a mind, body, soul. This says you already know about that mind, body, soul connection. Really, it's more about you choosing to honor it, and it's more about you needing to know that when you need to ground. You guys are so highly psychic that you actually having a physical routine with your body is going to help your spirit stay in your body like it's supposed to. Okay, so literally have a physical practice. All right, you can do some fancy look. They can do some fancy yoga upside down, this and that. You could do what is the aerial where you're in the ribbons and stuff. Okay, you could do some pole dancing. You could do whatever needs to be fun and um, honorable to your body. Look, this little pole, the little wands. The unicorn upside down on the pole. Hey, that's y'all. And look, we got tiger's eye too, and that's what you picked. Tiger's eye right there. So, this is about you guys want to feel alive, you want to have your confidence going, you want to try things, okay? Gold is here a lot, so that can be a power color for you guys, and just balancing your center of self. But overall, I feel like you need to do something like that, okay? You need to have some kind of, and some of you might like to do boot camp, physical personal trainer, that kind of thing, that will work. All right, but there is this, like, turn it on its head, make it exciting, make it something to feel like I did a life experience. I think that's important. If you feel like, okay, yep, I'm just sitting here punching a bag, that's it, but if you feel like, okay, we're gonna spar in the gym, and I got this, this renowned trainer, whatever, or they're doing something new, a new style of it, that's gonna keep you interested, that's gonna keep you feeling like, yes, I'm living my life, I'm not just sitting here doing the same cardio from the 80s, okay? Just boring. You want to feel like I'm getting a life experience. So think about that. But your spirit crew is like, please put some of this energy. You kind of overly expend energy in the spiritual realm. You need to pull it through your body and ground your physical body. Work on getting balance. You could also do dance or like gymnastics, as far as learning like the balance beam, right? Or learning how to stay coordinated with your physical body. There's something about, if when you notice you're off balance on your feet, it's too much. It means you need to ground yourself again, okay? I relate, 'cause I'm a Pisces. I have very high universal energy in my chart. However, once I got stable and I really got in control of my spiritual gifts, I remember I was on the promenade in Santa Monica, and it was like all the rage for them to have those bracelets that were like, oh, they have this a bit of earth in them, and if you wear them, it increases your balance, so you can't get knocked over. And all the athletes were wearing it, and so they were demonstrating, and people would get more easily pushed over when they weren't wearing it, and when they were wearing it, they wouldn't. And then, like me, I was solid either way. I wasn't bothered, y'all. Look, hey, grounded. So it really is true that when we are having proper boundaries, when we're in balance with our spiritual gifts, we will be honoring our physical body as well, okay? So, yes. Also, one thing too, when they're talking about shaky legs, this could say watch that partying and that drinking. Okay, Knight of Wands reverse can be on some substance all the time. Can't walk straight. Okay, say, oh well, life's a dance. No, get healthy. Okay, you need to be able to sober up. Your toe ain't been sober, let alone anything else, for 5 years. Okay, so it can also be saying lay off. Either getting yourself to the point of exhaustion, right? Because then we're not steady on our feet, or being stuffed up with some substances and this and that. You said, look, oh, paradise, there's another, let's see, that's the third birds of paradise I've seen lately. But so we could be saying, oh, well, I want to have a good time, okay, y'all just boring. But it's just saying, hey, there's other ways to be a goat, there's other ways to make memories. Come up for some air, okay? Balance out a little bit, because again, longevity, you are here for a long time and a good time. All right, so have faith in your dreams, keep having fun. They're not asking you to live a boring life, they're not saying be dull, okay? They're not trying to taint your rainbow of experience. Just be smart with it, and don't make your spirit crew work so hard, okay? Let me see another thing. For those who you have some concerns about mobility, okay? So you're saying, well, I would get up there if I could do gymnastics, but he needs that. I can't do all that, because of course these readings for everybody, okay? So for if you are, whether it's been from a surgery, you can't move around like that, whether it's something long term, this is saying, don't be afraid to spend where you need to get yourself the any type of assistance or any type of tools that you need to make your life more flexible and have more mobility to it, okay? So if you need, for example, to get like a motor scooter, is that what the little motor scooter? Okay, look, because then you could be having your wild rides all over. Okay, if you need things like what this reminds me of is, I started getting delivery after I had went through a bad surgery, and it was very hard. It was in my core, right? So it was like going up and down stairs and all these different things. It was very, very hard for me. So that was the way that I was spending money to let others help me do things that my health wasn't able to do. So I do see that too, where you guys can be very proud, I think, in this group for sure. And you might feel like either one, get used to people doing things and you feel like you can't go out and live your life anymore, or you are like, no, I'm not gonna let anyone do anything for me, and I'm a little too proud to beg, okay? But it's not begging, okay? They're saying find the balance, okay? Find the balance of where, whether it's an item or a person can help you help your body a little bit, okay, and take care of yourself, and then find the balance of, okay, you know what? It is time for me to push myself in this area. I am able, maybe I've gone through some recovery or something, or maybe I just realized my body saying, hey, I could do that, and that would be a good experience for me. So I do see, let your body have experiences. Again, it's a lot about this kind of muscle and uh, strength, and like letting your bones be healthy, like as to the best of your abilities, okay? Allow yourself to still do physical experiences, but also balance that with respecting what your body's boundaries are as well, okay? So there's a lot of action in this group for sure. That's what I'm seeing here. So I trust these were helpful messages, y'all. Let me know what you're thinking. Comment down below, hit the like. I appreciate y'all. And I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye.